Gets the ball stripped, but never quits on the play as they turn around and pull off the big-time block and the game-winning dunk. What a way to finish. Next, we go to the beach with LaLoosh. Opponent tries to score, but they tally not one, not two, but 3 blocks in under 5.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot and for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the center position.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking, more ambidextrous, that they can use either hand at a high level.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Bagley, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
A confident scorer. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
Ball against Fox. Paul passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Bagley, no good. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Nobody near Barnes. A 3-pointer, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Outside, Fox. Bogdanovich passes to Barnes. And Bjelica kicks to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. Here's Fox. Makes it off the glass.
Ooh, what strength from the crafty Fox, determined to score and overcome these obstacles.
Out to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Gallinari on the wing. Fires the 3. Bagley with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
Paul, right side. Passes it to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And Fox gets it to go.
Listen, you better know where Fox is at all times, especially in transition, where he is downright dangerous.
Adams. That one, no good. Great D that time from Bagley. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
It's Fox with the drive. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Come on, you talk about resiliency. I mean, Fox felt the contact but refused to back down.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Diallo. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game. Noel down low. Guarded by Fox to the paint. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring. And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
The Kings have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And Parker drops them both.
And at this stage of Parker's career, it's about accepting whatever role is asked of him. So far, he has done an admirable job of doing this.
So the wing on the left. Now here's Diallo. Here's Ferguson. Out to the right wing. Muscala finds Schroeder to the inside. Now the pass to Fox. Back to Hield.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Kings have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The first free throw is good.
Well, everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry. Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And so it's Sacramento holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been... Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. Diallo, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Parker passes to Holmes. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Parker finds Barnes. It's picked off. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
The three-pointer is right on target. Hield's got 5 now.
I love seeing Hill shoot the 3 ball. He's a high percentage scorer from their firing team.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted and his percentage. He's in elite company.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Barnes kicks to Hield. Joseph, the pass to Bialitz, tipped away. Barnes outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. They kick out to Hield. No good on the three. Thunder trailing by 10. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Joseph, the pass to Hield. It's rebounded by Schroeder, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Sacramento. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Feeds it to Adams. Holmes with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Hield, and he banks in the layup. Hield's got 7 points.
I love how aggressive Hield takes it to the rim. Even when he knows he's going to get hit, he muscles through it.
To the right side. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bagley against Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Back to Paul. Tries from 16. Here's Adams. Pass to Gallinari. Paul for 3. Can't hit that one. Kings leading now by 12. Changes up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gallinari.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, yeah, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bialitz. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovic, I love the display of unselfishness.
Paul passes to Adams. And it's good for 2. 6 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the middle, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
It's a challenge trying to stick with Paul. I'm not going to lie, especially in the open court.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Bagley. On the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Adams. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Giles. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
And so we conclude the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and that.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bialitz is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Fox against Paul. Fox, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Dort, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. At one point, they led by 16.
And you see Barnes attacking any holes in the D he sees. Love that aggressive mindset.
Out to the wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And so he hits the technical free throw. Some changes for Sacramento. Parker comes in for Bagley, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Noel.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Parker finds Fox. Hield outside. Puts up a 3. Gallinari with the rebound.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Ferguson. The shot misses, so the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
But we've seen more of this recently from Fox, a confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And it's 6 points for Nerlens Noel.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The 3 from Barnes. The Thunder pull it in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Corey Joseph comes in for De'Aaron Fox. The Thunder also changing it up. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Barnes. No good from outside. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. And the layup's good off the glass. Diallo's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Kings have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Barnes passes to Holmes. Parker kicks to Joseph. Knocked away. And so Sacramento again turning it over. The Kings making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. 3rd quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Ferguson. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. On the wing, Hield. Sinks that one from the post. 9 points in the game so far.
But looking more active inside Hield. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
Count that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Hield. He's guarded by Diallo. Parker's shot is off. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 15-6 run. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe
force.
it. I cannot believe that.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Hield with the bucket.
You got to be up on Hill. I mean, when you aren't, he's ready to fire as soon as he touches the rock.
Pass to Diallo. Schroeder outside. Inside. Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Holmes finds Joseph. Now Hield lets it go with the three. They get it back.
And reading shot trajectories is a skill that Parker has worked on over the years.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Kings lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Diallo out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Gallinari on the wing, guarded by Fox. Here's Paul, up and in on the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Kings shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in to the left wing. The 3. Fox, no good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
No good on the free throw.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Kings leading. Giles kicks to Fox. Another miss by Fox.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
And Dort gets it to go.
Seeing the floor well. Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Here's Bazemore. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Fox. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Bagley with the block.
Almost 7 feet. Bagley has got the tools to be a great shot blocker.
Hields checked in for Kent Bazemore. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Adams lays it up and banks it in.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
The pass to Bielitsa. And here's Barnes for three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Dort, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Well, embracing the spotlight. When it's a big possession, it's fun seeing Fox come alive and deliver.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
He kicks it to Barnes. Outside, Bagley. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his fourth assist in this one. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Barnes.
Look at the fortitude on Barnes. They got to give him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And contact on the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gallinari. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Parker kicks to Fox. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bagley, no good.
Playing him tough inside, air preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Good.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Down low, here's Bagley. It's in!
I like seeing young players with Bagley's mental toughness. He was unfazed in the clutch.
Count it!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Healed, attacking, money!
I love the poise from him, not getting overwhelmed. He exercises amazing patience when the pressure is on.
Here's Giles. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Sacramento who's straight pop. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And that one's good, Morant. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent. You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Now, here is Gallinari. Adams goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
It's deflected. Here's Dort, covered by Winslow, shooting foul, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Gallinari against Winslow. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
With Winslow, physical play doesn't necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. 4-point game. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
Good timing by Justice Winslow with the long arm to get a hand on that shot.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Paul. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
There's Winslow. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Paul, right side to the inside. Six on the shot clock. Back to Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Adams has got 6 points.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Paul. It's good. This game is all even.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
And jumping off 1 foot on the drive, this is where Winslow really does elevate.
Stolen by Brooks. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. It's tipped. Gilgeous Alexander against Brooks. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Okay, that time, advantage defense. Needed him right at the rim.
Second shot opportunity. Schroeder finds Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. That puts them in the lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Memphis trailing here. Passes it to Gutteridge. Clark left side. Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Schroeder.
He's got a nose for getting into the lane, and Schroeder showing some muscle once he got in there.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Clark. On the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And that one's good. Noel.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Anderson. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Gutteridge. Pass to Melton. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Clark. And that time, also a missed shot.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot. You know, I'm
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Noel, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Here's Schroeder. Morant with some nice D.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Winslow. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Thunder leading by 13. Here's Diallo. And the rejection by Jackson. Fast break. Here we go. Jumps up, and the dunk by Winslow.
Good straight line speed makes Winslow a dangerous finisher on the break.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Here's Schroeder, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Shot good by Diallo. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
I like the aggression of Valanciunas there to put it on the floor and create his own shot.
Inside, Schroeder. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And he makes that one. Noel's got 9.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Morant passes to Valanciunas, shoots from the block. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
Here's Diallo, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And he gets it back. Schroeder outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Grizzlies on defense. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And that one falls for Jones. Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. He's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And the thing about Paul, despite his listed size, he's comfortable operating inside.
And that one's good by Clark.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Paul against Jones. Paul outside. And it's denied.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And so it's Oklahoma City riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. And a miss there on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
At his size, Chris Paul is used to getting contact on his shots. He has really spent a lot of time learning how to finish despite getting bodied.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Gallinari wide open. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So Morant will go to the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Paul kicks to Gallinari. The pass to Adams. And here is Paul, guarded by Jackson. Paul dishes to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Dort passes to Adams. Yep, it counts. Adams has got 12 in the game.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Jackson finds Brooks. Valanciunas inside. Adams on him. Tries it from 9. No good from Valanciunas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And the Thunder making a switch here. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Noel. Pass to Diallo. Good on the bucket. Diallo's got 4 this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
To the paint. Clark kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Here's Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:25 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 21.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
They swipe it. Here's Melton. He's covered by Noel. Now Diallo. He's got 8. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Anderson with the ball. Clark outside to the middle. Jackson passes to Melton. Back to Jackson. Clark kicks to Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Melton's got his first points in this one. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And the technical free throw is good.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
He kicks to Gallinari. Back to Schroeder. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Clark outside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Clark's got his second bucket. And so it's Oklahoma City holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Ferguson out there with Gallinari, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Muscala in at center. They get the rebound, out to Gallinari, another shot, good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's Morant missing. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Here's Schroeder. Drops in the layup for 2.
A blur in the open court. Schroeder covers ground in a hurry.
The Grizzlies shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Morant and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That's good from Morant. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Justice Winslow. And the Thunder making a change here.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Scooped up. And it's Paul missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
There's the lob to Jackson. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Paul.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Left side, Adams. Passes to Dort. 4 on the shot clock. Count it, good.
Assist from Steven
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Down low. Gallinari with the steal. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's Paul penetrating, and the shot goes in.
This is why Chris Paul is a winner. He is far from the biggest guy on the floor, but that does not keep him from being fearless on the drive.
Adams in the corner to the paint, stolen by Winslow. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And they pick up 2. 14 points for Steven Adams.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
The feed now to Noel. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
On the wing, Winslow. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Coming hard on the drive, Winslow daring someone to get in his way.
Schroeder kicks to Nader. Inside, here's Noel, and the rejection by Jang.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
In one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chris Paul.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
And so he hits both. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Morant surveying the D. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Pass to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Nader. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Now into the lineup. Mike Muscala.
Memphis with the ball. Morant with it. Pass to Winslow. Back to Morant. To the middle. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. On defense, the Thunder. They have a 19-point lead. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. So no problem for Oklahoma City. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
They sink the game winner. What a turnaround. One more for you from El Cheeto 88. Hold on. Stop. Is that player sleeping during the game? Oh, wait, they're up. Just in time to block that.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. On for the Timberwolves. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Beasley kicks to Hernan Gomez. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Back to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Beasley with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. The pass to Okogie. Now here is Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Paul outside. And the layup is good.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in the defense, and an excellent penetrator.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez, and Jake Layman subbed in for Malik Beasley. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That's his first foul. Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Muscala's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander needs to keep taking these shots in order for his game to expand.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ferguson and stolen by Russell. Here's Towns. He gets it in there.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ferguson, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Noel. Nobody near Schroeder. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
To the paint. It's stolen by Schroeder. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Crafty at getting into the lane. Johnson at his size weaves in and gets the contact and initiates it on the drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. There's the feed to Noel. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Throws it up high, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. Schroeder passes to Noel. Here's Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely, and that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
To the inside, over in the corner. To the wing right side. Here's Noel, and he uses the glass on the layup. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Schroeder. No good on the last second attempt there. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
We've got Colton, and it's Noel in at the 2-guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. Noel passes to Okogie. Down low. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Diallo. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul outside. The 10-footer. Here's Adams. Pass to Dort to the left side wing. And here is Paul. Goes up again. Adams finds Paul. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Paul's got 6 points.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Okogie, the pass to Reed, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Reed, the pass to Hernan Gomez. To the middle. Reed misses. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Molinari with it. Beasley covering. Here's Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Alexander's checked in. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. There's Diallo after the basket by Minnesota. Paul for three, sinks the triple. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Towns. Here's Reed. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. And here's the fast break. Here's Diallo. Gallinari left side. To the paint. Adams against Towns. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's a Kogi. Lays it up off the glass. Kogi's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Paul outside. Gallinari outside. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for him.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Kick out to Adams. And Paul puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. 26 seconds left in the first half. Inside, Towns with the steal.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson along. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of one, they were able to end up with the 5. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's George in at the 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Gallinari outside. Back to Paul from the arc. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, and CP3 feeling confident right now. Got to respect him the next time if you're defending it.
There's the lob to Towns. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Towns trying to get open, and the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 10 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Paul passes to Adams, and he gets the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Clayman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Russell plays with such great change of pace and deceiving the defense right there. Got the D out of position.
The first one falls. Culver's checked in for Minnesota.
At the line for 2.
And so Russell hits them both. Thunder trailing by 4. Schroeder surveying the floor. Over to the wing. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's why Schroeder has a spot in the rotation. Coach recognizes his passing ability. He sets up his teammates well. Now rising up with ease right there, James Johnson up and throwing down.
Hernan Gomez against Schroeder and taken away by Johnson. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Schroeder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the pass to Layman. Now here's Culver. Defense is right there. Kept alive. Reed. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Schroeder. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Noel.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Russell with the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Passes it to Noel, right wing. Diallo with it. Russell's there. Noel. Back to Diallo. 5 to shoot. Schroeder passes to Noel. Can't cash in from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell passes to Reed. Rebound by Muscala.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman. That free throw good from Diallo. Here is Russell. He's got 8. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Russell. Now, here's Culver. Defended by Paul. Pass to Okogie. Russell with it. And here's Towns. Kicks it to Culver. Russell with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Always been so tough as Paul. These types of finishes are definitely not easy.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And the Timberwolves with possession here. A 2-point game. We've got Malik Beasley. James Johnson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Beasley with a clean look. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for James Johnson. There's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dort. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. Towns with it. Hernangomez passes to Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
To the wing right side. For 3, Okogie. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Beasley, the pass to Hernangomez. Back to Beasley. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gallinari attacking, and that one good. Gallinari's got his first basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Beasley. And on Gomez down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Russell with the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Paul with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one good.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. The dish to Beasley. It's good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's Paul penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
Pass to Okogie. Now, here is Russell. Down low, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Noel's checked in for Adams. Paul passes to Noel. Missed inside. for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. To the paint, got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. It's Beasley on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. That's tipped. Gallinari with the steal. Paul outside. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
You know CP3 can get others involved, but when he wants to score, he can do that too.
Beasley for 3. No good on that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. And it's Paul penetrating. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
It's intercepted. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it.
Nice work to get it inside.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
And stolen by Noel. Paul, right side. 26 seconds left in the game. Five on the clock. Out to Gallinari. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Russell passes to Johnson, and stolen by Noel. Yep, it's good.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A near Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. A nice shot by Gallinari. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Fox, following the shot by Chris Paul. Bagley the pass to Bogdanovich. And Bjelica kicks to Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. Here's Bagley. And it's in there. Bagley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, when you think of Bagley, the word energy comes to mind, especially on the offensive boards.
Paul surveying the floor. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Fox. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, and look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little bit.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Steven Adams missed from long range. Just 5 on the clock. To the right side. Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
And yes, it's good.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Up again. Bagley with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Fox, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And it's Paul missing.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
There's the 3. Fox, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Can they get it? Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And this young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Joseph. Parker surveying the floor. And Joseph kicks to Parker. Bazemore. No one around him. And that one goes long.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Schroeder. And Parker comes with the help. Back to Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Noel. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Parker. Here's Giles. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Schroeder. He's looking for Noel and finds him. That one falls.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Bazemore on the wing. Healed the pass to Joseph. Parker with no one around. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Ferguson, and it's all evened up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bazemore on the wing. Back to Giants. On the wing, Heel. Off target from three-point range. The Thunder shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Noel. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Thunder up by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit the coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And here's Schroeder following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. And the rejection by Holmes. Oh, Hield in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The Kings leading. Inside, here's Bazemore. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. To the paint, here's Noel. And the rejection by Holmes. To the inside, Noel passes to Diallo. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
And Joseph kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Holmes. Over to the left wing. That's a 2 from Parker. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Adams' shot is off. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento.
And never the star some predicted coming out of North Carolina, but Harrison Barnes still a quality wing in our league.
Oh, yeah, G.A. I mean, mostly a straight-line driver. I like him playing off the ball, spotting up and diving when the opportunity presents itself.
Here's Dort. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Dort passes to Adams. Out to Gallinari. The tray. No good that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Fox. It's hauled in by Adams. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And there's the pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Kings. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gallinari finds Paul. Nailed from three-point land. Paul's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You got to appreciate how assured Paul is. He takes pride in torching the D on the catch and shoot.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Dort misses. Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Healed from outside. The Thunder pull it in. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Heald. Count it. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
I mean, for a player who only stands 6 feet tall, Paul is a pretty good finisher inside.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Then for the Kings, Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Buddy Hield. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Fox dishes to Bagley. And here's Barnes for 3. Giles. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Barnes against Paul. Pass to Dort. 36 seconds left in the first half. Paul, no one around him. And the Thunder, another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Giles. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Pass to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Giles. Bogdanovic finds Bagley. There's the triple. No good on the shot. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it's such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many as potential pitchers. And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The Kings trail by 6. Ball's knocked loose. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 8.
Well, I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Kings. Schroeder surveying the floor. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovic is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Gallinari. Schroeder passes to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Barnes. Bagley kicks to Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Bazemore. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Kings making a change here. Giles is checked in. Back to Diallo. The pass to Ferguson. In the corner, it's Diallo. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Kings trail by 3. Hield finds Bielitsa. For the tie. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here we go, one-on-one. Diallo, no good. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Kent Bazemore. Fox passes to Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game here, and it's tied up with that one. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Bielitsa. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Hield's got 8 points.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Schroeder kicks to Diallo. They need this. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer, Hield. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Kings leading now by 3. Here's Fox. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Schroeder. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. The Thunder with another miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Hill's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Oklahoma City shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pass to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. Here's Muscala. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
But what you love about Fox is the edge he plays with, a competitive, aggressive player who feels like he can take on anybody.
Paul left side. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Paul. They need this one. That shot, no good. No good that time. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Thunder trailing by 9. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Bagley. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Sacramento moving it around. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Good work defensively by Fox.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gallinari.
A gear-shifting player who keeps you on your heels. I mean, Fox, he's great at picking up contact.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence, always a surefire way to get back in the game.
You got to admire the awareness Bogdanovich possesses. I mean, solid at realizing when the D has left someone open.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the Kings pick up 2. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Paul for 3.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Holmes kicks to Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here they come. Here's Dort. Back to Paul. Looking to end his cold spell. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Fox with the steal. Bagley with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Dort misses. Sacramento leading by 15. Passes to Barnes. Outside, Bagley. Pass to Holmes. And there's the feed to Bagley. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it's denied by Fox.
Oh, catches the opposition off guard. Fox uses his instincts to make defensive plays.
Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bagley. Barnes passes to Bagley. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the inside. Dort. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Fox. Here's Bagley. It's good. 6 points for Marvin Bagley.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Kings.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for De'Aaron Fox.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Here's Fox. Gallinari making his last shot, and he gets it to go.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
As well as they should. I mean, they've really earned this victory with all the hard work they put in tonight.
Now here's Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul for three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Strong form. Paul, he's a dead-eye shooter from beyond the arc.
Fox against Paul. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Left side, Bagley. Clock at 6. Barnes passes to Holmes. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now the pass to Gallinari. He feeds it to Paul. Bagley with the block.
Physical force. I mean, Bagley was drafted second overall because of his size and athleticism. I mean, he could swat shots away.
And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't connect. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the...
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. D.A.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Adams. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on. And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
There's the lob to Jackson. Gallinari with the steal. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort, the 3. Here's Adams, and the layup falls.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. From the left block. He can't get that one. Adams, some nice D. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bringing effort and bringing energy. Gilgeous-Alexander taking it strong.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both good from the line that time. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Jackson passes to Winslow. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Attacking that painted area. Winslow relentless in there.
Fires from 18. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Nice D from Valanciunas. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Adams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Adams has got 8 points. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Jackson finds Valanciunas.
I like the aggression of Valanciunas there to put it on the floor and create his own shot.
Now Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Valanciunas, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
And he's able to get it back. And he recovers it. Out to the right wing. Here's Dort. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Valanciunas passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Thunder trailing by 6. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Paul dishes to Adams. Back to Paul. Paul is doubled. Just 5 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Count that one.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's Memphis, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Kyle Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3 spot. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 6.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Took him no time at all on that one.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Melton passes to Clark. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clark's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Diallo the pass to Noel. Bucket is good. Noel's got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Melton. Timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These 2 guys really like going at each other, don't they?
We talk about Schroeder's toughness. Just shrugs off the hit and keeps on going.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Now here's Anderson. He's covered by Muscala. The pass to Melton. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Goes up. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Schroeder being disruptive on the defensive end, knocking the ball out and starting the fast break.
Jones finds Clark, and it's Noel with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Diallo the pass to Noel, and the layup's good off the glass. Noel's got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. Gutterich has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Diallo.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Both free throws good from Morant. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
This is what Shai excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
Morant drives in. Some solid D from Paul. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Memphis trailing here. Inside. And Jackson gets it to go.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas from down low. He's off on that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tipped.
Good timing by Justice Winslow with the long arm to get a hand on that shot.
That one goes. Count it. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it. So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and he comes up with the deuce. Paul's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And that one falls for Paul.
One of the game's best free throw shooter. Chris Paul is not a guy you like to foul.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gallinari. Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Valanciunas hits them both.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011. Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
Good on the shot. He's got 11. Now here's Morant for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 12. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. On the wing, Winslow. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
I don't know how they lost track of a guy like Valanciunas on that play. Easy alley-oop for him.
That one drops for him. Paul's got 13.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Floats it up there for Morant. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And here they go. Here's Adams. He feeds it to Gallinari. Second chance shot. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Gallinari.
Unselfish play by Gallinari, a natural-born scorer, showing a willingness to facilitate.
And he gets it back. Back to Valanciunas. Kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Brooks. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. Valanciunas with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And that one drops. He's got 12.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander takes the 12-footer and hits.
Using that size in the mid-range, Shea can get this shot anytime he wants.
Morant finds Jackson. Chalk up 2 there. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
From outside the arc, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Paul surveying the floor. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Adams. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Valanciunas inside. Adams on him. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 9 points now in the quarter. And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul.
The concentration and the body control CP3 possesses is just astonishing.
Paul with the steal. The shot goes down and he gets his game back to even. Paul's got 17.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Over to the wing. Anderson, the bounce pass. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Noel.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's Diallo. The shot's good. Diallo's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Valanciunas, it's good on the putback.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And Noel kicks to Muscala. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter. Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Memphis leading, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. The Grizzlies shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Jackson misses. Oklahoma City shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Diallo. Got a piece of it.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And finished off by Morant.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Noel against Valanciunas. Here's Schroeder, and he converts the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Winslow, and he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Well, you'll never see Winslow shy away from physical play. In fact, more often than not, he initiates it.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas.
Well, you know that Valanciunas has the potential to go off, and he's doing it here.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Diallo finds Noel. Basket good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
Winslow. It's hauled in by Diallo. The Thunder with the lead. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Noel kicks to Muscala. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Alinari, he's checked in for Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Melton. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one. Tries again. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Good.
This is where the point guard position is going. Dennis able to manufacture points in critical moments.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Valanciunas. Good. Nice job down low. 25 points for Valanciunas.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
Here's Schroeder. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see. Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Winslow's checked in.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Adams, the pass to Paul. Count the basket. Paul's got 19 points.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority. When they need a score, Shea is willing to put the offense on his shoulders.
To the middle, here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is why he has the ball. John Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Paul dishes to Adams. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 1, and the bucket from Morant.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked. On the wing, Brooks. Adams defending. That one good for 2.
What I like about Dillon is that he takes command when it's needed.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's in!
Incredible play by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This kid is not afraid of the moment.
It's good!
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Paul outside.
Chris Paul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Jackson finds Winslow. Another shot. It falls!
Justice Winslow does not shrink in the face of the big moment.
Paul outside. So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith.
buy participating Mobil 1 motor oils at Walmart through December 31st.
Well, you're going to need your best block game to beat our 2K TV challenge. And this year, it's 3v3 versus our 2K21 cover athletes. That's right. It's all-time Damian Lillard, all-time Zion Williamson, and all-time Kobe Bryant.
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress off the bus earlier on. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in a power forward position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there.
Oh! A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
The drive by Russell. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Here's Paul. Banked in off the glass.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for three.
There's Russell with the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the shot is good.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here's Okogie. Yep, that one goes.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game. Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch on the 16-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And Beasley, here we go. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Here's Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points. Minnesota off to a slow start. 7-point differential. And the basket by Okogie.
Now, D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
The Thunder have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Paul kicks to Gallinari. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And the wide open shot from Paul. Off target with his 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. A 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Here's Okogie. Makes it off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. The pass to Dort. Paul for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Russell with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Dort. Russell against Gallinari. Russell dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And he makes good on the layup. Russell's got 10 points.
Well, understanding not only the routes, but the speed and angles of those routes, Russell with a knack to find the right spot.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Ferguson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Johnson.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
And that attacking mindset, when Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. From beyond the arc, Ferguson misses. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Noel passes to Reed. Oh! Yeah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Ferguson misses. Minnesota in the lead. Noel passes to Johnson. Here's Lehman. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Clearly a foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And so he makes both from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. To the inside. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. And then Culver with the dunk.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
Out to the right wing. Noel finds Muscala. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Good work there as it goes. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Diallo the pass to Muscala. Schroeder outside. Trains the three-pointer. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, Schroeder likes to drive first, now establishing the shoot-first confidence. Love watching him rise up immediately after the catch.
Noel passes to Reed. 1:43 left here in the second. Basket counts. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Pass to Diallo from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he lobs it up. Culver's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Russell's checked in. Schroeder finds Muscala. 6 to shoot. Culver with the steal. And pushing it up again is Minnesota, again in transition, and then Johnson with the jam.
Well, known for his athleticism, Johnson can sneak up on you, and that time, that dunk looking second nature.
Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Passes it to Muscala. Clock at 6. And it's Noel missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander, good. Gilgeous Alexander's got 11 points.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Nobody near Schroeder, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool fit.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a start for D'Angelo Russell. He had 12 points and 3 assists. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Gallinari dishes to Paul. Got a hand on it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up again. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way.
We'll talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Pass to Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that may be going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to him.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Shea does a nice job there just getting in the right spot and becoming an easy target for his teammates.
Russell passes to Towns. Paul with the steal. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Paul's got 9 points.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
Adams against Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Inside, here's Adams, and it's good. 2 points.
You don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And then for Minnesota, James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Thunder trailing by 12.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
The drive by Schroeder. Rebound, Minnesota.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Pass to Layman. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Here's Diallo. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beasley, the pass to Towns. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beasley kicks to Towns. And he lays it straight in. Towns has got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Diallo the pass to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Nerlens Noel checks in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and it's Russell in for Culver. Diallo finds Schroeder. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Mike Muscala out there with Noel. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 16. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Gallinari just jamming that one home off the drive like it was nothing.
Here's Russell. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the pass to Reed. Got a piece of it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Thunder with some changes. Dort's checked in, and Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Paul passes to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and it's Noel missing. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Okogie. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Down low. Knocks it loose. Beasley with the steal. Here's Okogie. Gallinari covering. Here's Towns. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Paul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
The kick out to Towns. And it's off from 3-point range. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Minnesota also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. Beasley, the pass to Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 10 points in just the second half. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. The feed to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Johnson. That's tipped.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he dunks it down.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
It's Russell with the drive. Count that bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Minnesota.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for D'Angelo Russell.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Here's a Kogi. Second chance shot. Feeds to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Easily in the post. Keeps it alive, and it's Towns on the follow.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really